Hey guys, I had a question regarding how I clean my drinking bottles, whether it be a regular Nalgene or my God designed stainless steel. Um, so I'm going to go over that. This bottle, as far as the outside goes, I just clean it with soap and water. The inside, depending on what I've had in it, because a lot of times I like to mix up Kool-Aid or tea or whatever. Um, Depending on what's in it, then I go by how I clean it. I'll show you that with the God design bottle. This is a pretty basic bottle. Um, more often than not, I'm carrying the stainless steel bottle because it has a lot more versatility to it. You can put it in a fire. It tends to retain, if you've got a cold drink in here, it tends to keep it cold because of the aluminum or the stainless steel. But as far as the stainless steel goes, I think I'm going to start out with the outside. How do I clean the outside? Well, the reason you need to clean the outside is mainly because you've got this in a fire. You've got soot on it, you've got resin from different kinds of woods, things like that. So what I tend to do is I put it under the water, get the whole thing, the whole outside wet, and then I'll sprinkle a cleaner, something like Comet or my barkeeper's friend. This is a little more gentle. I use this on my glass top stove. But you could use Comet on this bottle. That would take a lot of the grime off. And then once you sprinkle that on there, you use a wet scratcher pad, something like this, and you can scrub it, and that'll get all your resin and your tar and your soot and all that stuff off the outside of the bottle. Now that your outside's clean, how do you clean the inside? Well, it depends. If you are one of those people that do nothing but drink water out of your bottle, then generally you won't have to use anything more than hot water and letting it dry. If you do have to use something more than that, go to a regular dishwashing soap. Just a regular soap will do you fine. Squirt a couple drops in there, get some hot water, put your lid on, shake it up, dump it out, make sure it's rinsed well, and then let it dry. That should take care of you. Now, if you're like me and you tend to mix up Kool-Aid and coffee and tea and all kinds of stuff in your bottle, then you might need something else, especially if you're like me and you tend to leave it in your vehicle, forget it's there, take everything in and forget your bottle. Find it a couple days later, it starts to stink. You're going to want something else. First, I always go with the soap. I wash it out with soap. That way I know it's fairly clean. Once it's clean with soap and I've got it rinsed out thoroughly and everything, I'll smell it. Mine doesn't stink right now. I've cleaned it already, but for the video I've got to clean it again, basically. If it's really bad, I use something like Listerine. This is a knockoff brand, but this is an antiseptic. This will kill germs and bacteria and things like that. That's what it's meant to do in your mouth. It'll work in your bottle too. Plus, it's not harmful if you swallow some of it. Granted, you're not going to sit here and drink a bottle of it. But if you get a little and it's a little residue or something left over from it in your bottle, it's not going to hurt you. You can use vinegar like you would on your coffee pot, and that'll tend to clean it pretty good. There's a lot of different things that you can use to clean your bottle. What you have to consider is this whatever I'm using to clean the inside of my bottle, can I just take a spoonful of it? Is it going to hurt me if make me sick or whatever? Now you can use bleach. Growing up, my mom always used bleach in the dishwater and all that kind of stuff. But I don't recommend it because if you get any bleach residue in there, it can make you sick. Yes, you use bleach to disinfect water. It's the same thing as chlorine, blah, 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 blah. Still don't recommend it. I like to use these. It's pretty much it's hands-off type cleaning. You put a couple tablets in here, you put the water in there, put your cap on, you let it soak overnight. That's all you got to do. You dump it out, you rinse it out, you tip it upside down, you let it dry, and you're good to go. These are antibacterial. They will kill, it says kill millions of bacteria, fights odor, and removes stains. Exactly what we want it to do if you're somebody like me and let stuff sit in here. I've already done this, so I'm not going to do it again. But basically, you can get these at any drugstore for really cheap. They come in packets like this. There's 4 to a little pad here. I generally throw 2 in at a time. Let it soak overnight. And like I said, you don't have to do that unless it's bad and it smells bad and all that stuff. But you'll find if you let these things soak overnight, you come back the next morning and finish rinsing it out and letting it dry, there will be no smell. And if you look in it, there won't be any stains, things like that. Now, if you do find that you have rust on the inside of your bottle, that's kind of hard to get out. I don't know how you could get that out unless you have a stiff bristled brush on a long handle that you could get in there and scrub at it. Because I know my hands can't fit in there. I can't even fit my hand past the lip on the inside. Now, if you use nothing but water and you clean it regularly with regular dish soap, but you still find that you tend to get a kind of a funky smell, or any kind of smell really, and you've already cleaned it and everything and you still got a smell, put a teaspoon of baking soda in there. Baking powder will work too. You throw a teaspoon in there, close it up, shake it around, get it distributed through the whole thing, let it sit for a while. That baking soda, they even have packages of this that you throw in your refrigerator and it absorbs food smells in your refrigerator. That will absorb any smell. Now that won't clean anything, but it'll absorb smell. So you've got your odor absorbent, you've got a good cleaner that you don't have to really do anything with it. You just drop it in there and you let it sit. You got your regular dish soap for light cleaning. You got your harsh abrasive for the outside of the bottle, and you've also got another disinfectant. Now I don't have any vinegar or anything like that on hand. This is what I have on hand, so this is what I'm going to go with. I hope that helps you guys. Maybe you guys find it useful. If you have any more questions, let me know. I'll do my best to answer them. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And hope this helps, and thanks for watching.